What are the pros and cons of an FHA cash out refinance? Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching. My name is Jeff Trevarthen. I am Jeff the Mortgage Pro. I really do appreciate you watching my channel here. If you could do two things for me. One is click the like button down below. This helps the algorithm and get my video out to more people to be able to watch it. And number two, if you could subscribe down below, I'd really appreciate that. That helps me get out to more people, again, also just like the like button does. And my goal is to become the #1 loan officer here on YouTube. I've got a long way to go, but your support means a lot to me. So thanks so much for doing that. So let's jump into our topic today. What are the pros and cons of an FHA cash out refinance? Well, let's go through the pros first, but let's actually define what an FHA cash out refinance is. So if someone has a current FHA loan, or they don't have an FHA loan, but they want to take cash out, that might be the only way that they could do that. They would get a new FHA loan. You still have to qualify. It's going to have upfront mortgage insurance and mortgage insurance, just like any FHA loan does. And you would replace your existing loan with a new FHA loan. And the difference in those two loans would be the money that you get back at closing. So the pros of doing an FHA cash out refinance, there's three of them. Let's say you have, one of the things that I like about FHA mortgages, they have lower credit score requirements. They're not as credit dependent as conventional loans. So typically they have more leniency when it comes to credit score than conventional loans do, which makes it easier for you to get a cash out refinance when you're doing an FHA loan versus a conventional loan. Another pro is that you can get access to cash. So with an FHA cash out refi, you can tap into your home equity. And typically you can go to a higher loan to value with an FHA loan when you take cash out than you can on a conventional loan. So if you have a certain amount of money that you need and a conventional loan just won't do it for you, maybe look at a FHA loan because you can go a little bit higher in terms of taking cash out to be able to help you get the cash that you need to be able to do that. And number three, the pro is that it's a potentially lower interest rate. So FHA loans are insured by the government, not insured by the lender, but insured by the government. So in case of default, that lender gets reimbursed for that loan. It does take a little bit of time for them to be able to do that, but that often leads to lower interest rate on government loans, in particular FHA loans. So when you take cash out on an FHA loan, you're going to most likely have a little bit lower interest rate. Actually, it depends on when you got your mortgage in the first place, but you could have a little bit lower interest rate than you would if you did a cash out conventional loan refinance. So three pros that you may want to look into if you're doing an FHA cash out refinance. Here's three cons, three things that are bad about doing an FHA loan. So you have upfront mortgage insurance whenever you're doing a cash out refinance. And I mentioned that earlier in the video here, but upfront mortgage insurance is expensive. It's 1.75% as of today. When you're taking cash out, that's a lot of stinking money, but you can roll that into the actual loan amount itself. So you can finance it. You don't have to pay it out of pocket if you don't want to. Another con for FHA loans is they all have mortgage insurance. It doesn't matter if you have a small loan to value or a high loan to value. When you're taking cash out and you're doing an FHA loan, it's going to have a MIP, mortgage insurance premium, that you have to pay every single month. Now, this was just lowered earlier in 2023 from what it had been for several years. So make sure that you run the numbers if you're going to do an FHA cash out refinance to determine how much money you may or may not be saving every month when you do your loan. And then the last one, con, is that there's definitely limits on FHA loans. So throughout the country, each county has its own FHA loan limit. For the most part, it tries to match up with the conventional loan limit, but it doesn't always do that, especially in lower cost areas. So make sure that you find out what that maximum cash out loan FHA number is, and you can't go over that. Otherwise, you won't be able to get a loan with FHA. So what do you think? Is there any other instances or pros or cons where you would need to know about for an FHA loan? Please make sure you comment down below. I'd love to hear more about why you think that. And then if you could do me a huge favor, if you're thinking about doing an FHA loan, go ahead and click on my Calendly link down below in the description. And let's get on the phone for 15 minutes and talk about how I can help you with your next home purchase or your FHA cash out refinance like we're talking about in this video. Thanks so much for watching, and I look forward to chatting with you on the next show. Have a good one. Bye.